Hello, this is Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I'm going to be doing soulmate readings. And I did a quick draw asking what I'm supposed to be focused on as I do these soulmate readings. And what I got was deceit in the reverse, adjacent possibilities in the reverse, contract, woman holding a heart, and door to romance open. Okay, so I feel like the thing that I'm going to be focused on is figuring out why we are connected to our soulmates. What is the contract? What are we supposed to be learning in this situation that makes it seem like no, there is no other door you want to go through? It's like you want this person so much. They could have been deceitful, or there could just be something you're not seeing about the relationship. So that, because the whole purpose of it is to teach you self-love so that you can ultimately walk through the door you're supposed to walk through. Could be this person, it could be another person, but ultimately these contracts come into our lives so that we can resolve karma, so that we can learn things, learn self-love, learn lessons that propel us towards what we actually want. And if we are too attached, not seeing other possibilities, but not really seeing, we can be deceiving ourselves like, no, this is the one. Well, maybe not. Maybe this is the one that you had a contract with to teach you A, B, or C. Okay. So looking into that so we can really understand how to get to that ultimate, what we ultimately, everybody wants is love, fulfillment, a place where you can be yourself, be accepted, feel safe. So that's my intro. I'm gonna get cracking on these readings now. Hello, water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I am a Pisces sun and a Scorpio moon, so I am very watery, and I am, oh, am I ever. We're going to be doing soulmate readings. I've been doing a retro romance theme this month, looking into our past, seeing who's coming back from our past, and I figured it was perfect to do soulmates because they are from our past. They're past life relationships, past life contracts that we've made. So this is for water signs, sun, moon, and rising. You can always check out your moon or rising sign if this doesn't resonate with you. This isn't going to resonate with everybody. This is specifically for soul contracts, okay? So let's look into why water signs why this soul contract is in your life, and the energy surrounding it. And also, depending on the story, we'll look into if you have another soul contract coming in soon. Tell me about the water signs and their soulmate. What are these soul contracts about? Ooh. Cool. One more, and then I'll talk about these. Okay. So we have indecision in the reverse. This represents, obviously indecision is not being able to make a decision, staying stuck. And you have come across situations recently that are requiring you to make decisions, to trust your own voice. And then we have the heart chakra in the reverse, okay? A lot of times indecision comes because we are thinking rather than following our heart, what we really want. We are also reacting to what we see rather than trusting what we feel in our heart, okay? And a lot of that comes because we are not loving ourselves. We're not having self-love. So we look at outside situations, outside people, when we see them not giving something that to us would equate being loved and being lovable, then we react, then we overthink, then we get angry, or start to doubt, or just so much resistance and negative energy. We start to obsess, okay? When the reality is, we need to open up our heart chakra. We need to understand unconditional love, recognizing we're on a journey, and everyone else we come in contact with is on a journey too. And how can we, if we're not willing to love ourselves during our own journey, how can we expect like so much more from others, that they should make us feel okay, that they should know what we need, that they should drop everything and meet our needs, okay? The great news is there's such an energy of victory, learning the lesson of self-love, being able to conquer indecision, knowing what you need to do, and really overcoming overthinking. Like, it's not going to matter what the other person thinks. You will be willing and able to stay in a positive place where you feel strong, you feel loved, regardless of what's happening. I feel like some of you, in order to really move out of this indecision, you have to know your worth. You have to know you are a gift, okay? Some of you may have soulmates that have come in just to remind you of that. And some of you have, you know, sometimes soulmates come in and they do it in a positive way, and sometimes they come in and it's karmic and they do it in a very negative way. But in order to not fall into those patterns, the negative ones, you have to know your worth. Yes, so indecision. We have temperance in the reverse, not having balance, really relying too much on the wrong things to make you okay. We have the King of Swords, okay? So this can be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And also this is somebody who knows what they want. They sit secure in who they are. They know when to fight and attack and get for themselves. And they know when not to. Like, this is a fighter in this card. I don't mean fighting like yelling at people. I mean, like, you know, he's known when he'd had to kill for food or for protection, when he's had to remove things from his life to meet his needs. He's very focused on the practical, okay? And I think that that's important. I'm looking at this temperance card, and what's so interesting, like, you see, like, it's looking at the difference between the DNA, between the human male and the zombie female, okay? Like, looking closer. And with this indecision here, you know, understanding what you're made of, what you're made up of, understanding that the purpose of soul contracts and the purpose of this soul contract, like really looking closer under a microscope, rather than just making it all about feelings and what you want and what your dreams are and the attachment you have to a certain person and a certain outcome. Like, looking closer, what is it you want? What is it you want to feel? What is it you are wanting to manifest in your life? And putting your intention on that, like, you want to feel lovable. Well, you are lovable. So start feeling that way now, because then you're going to resonate with that and draw that close to you in life. It's like sometimes we need to break things down and look closer, put it under a microscope, and figure out why we feel like we need those things so much. We really need to examine the truth of our decision making, of our communication, of our attachment, of the reason that either our heart chakra is out of balance for some reason. There's like too much love, not enough self-love, no love, you know. Tell me about this heart chakra. And a lot of, okay, so some of you have a difficult decision to make. Like, this is going to show you what you're made of. It's going to show you how strong you are, and that you are like, that sometimes you can just use your head and take your heart out of it and make the decision that's right for you, and that's okay. So some water signs, you're looking back at the past, at things that are dead, but they still haunt you. You see she's in the store. She's looking back at the past. Like, you have the Seven of Wands. You want victory. You want to be noticed, to protect, you know, what's important to you. But the past continues to haunt you, and that's affecting love, because when you, in some of you in your love relationships, you're always just looking for the sign that, no, this person's a narcissist too, or this person is going to infect me somehow, like they don't have my best interest in mind, and you're always looking for a reason to like cut it off. This could be you or the other person. Okay, tell me about victory. Ultimately, all of these lessons, this contract that you signed up for, it's to bring you to the place of love, okay? You loving you as you are, being victorious, bringing your past and your future together in a way so that you're living in the moment without fear, without baggage, okay? And where it's not all in your head, okay? Where it's not just like this fantasy of love, this fantasy of what's going to happen, but actually manifesting it in your life. Yeah. And not letting, like I said before, the thoughts of somebody else control you. You are the author of your own fate. You're the director of your own movie. You wrote the contract, signed it. You are, you know, strong and in control. And there's a way to protect yourself without it being toxic, angry. And right now, some of you, your soulmate, they are dealing with practical things, so they are not thinking about the day-to-day, like the Two of Cups, the romance, the drawing close to you at this moment. And we have the Hierophant. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Yes, there are a lot of practical things that your soulmate might be focused on right now. Yeah, their head is totally detached from their heart at the moment. They are focused on practical things. This does not mean you don't have worth, okay? It just means they're so focused on the practical, they haven't gotten that like message. They haven't slowed down enough, but the message is coming, okay? Knight of Swords, and it is going to, for both of you, I think, like the truth is gonna, you're just gonna be like, ah, like if you see this, you know, that's like some heavy artillery. Like your weapons are not your words. It's not convincing. Your weapon is, especially in a soulmate relationship, it's learning the lesson. It's accepting the truth and letting it transform you. Why is he running over down there? Sorry, I'm looking a little closer at this. Because if you try to, in a spiritual relationship, soulmate, twin flame, if you try to fight your way to make it happen, like you just end up destroying the one you love. And there's no teamwork. You're not building ultimately what you want, okay? It affects the stability. And then you don't feel proud of how you're reacting and acting, and it just does the exact opposite of what you are hoping for. Judgment. Thank you. So yeah, karma. What you put in, what you believe, what you say, all of that is manifested. And like I said, a bomb is going to drop, okay? For a lot of you, your soulmate is going to start to understand this person is my soulmate as they see you grow and change, as they see you living in love and not overthinking, as they see you becoming more balanced. For others of you, you know, this isn't a relationship that's going to continue, but it is something that is going to just bring so much enlightenment to you about what to move towards, okay? But the bomb is dropping. Like that, you're definitely getting like some huge lessons from this that are really going to change everything. You know, like when a bomb drops on somewhere, sometimes all we can see is the destruction, but amazing things can be rebuilt in its place. And sometimes some of that stuff needed to come down. It was infected. It was it was scaffolding. It was things that actually aren't a part of you. Belief systems, things people have told you, things society's told you, things you saw in movies that were built up and made to be your truth, and they're ultimately not your truth. I hope that this was helpful, water signs, to give some insight into some of the lessons right now that might be for you. And I hope you have a great February and happy Valentine's Day, and I'll talk to you soon.